Hi everyone, welcome to this video. We are the students of Northeastern University and we have been working on this project, OWASP Risk Calculator for our course Security Analytics under the guidance of Professor Sergey. Next. So before diving into the project, we will first see what is OWASP. So the Open Web Application Security Project is a globally recognized non-profit organization which is dedicated to improving the security of software. OWASP is known for its commitment to making application security visible and accessible to individuals and organizations around the world. Let's dive into OWASP Risk Calculator. It's a powerful tool designed to help organizations quantify and prioritize security risks in their web applications and systems. It is based on the OWASP risk rating methodology, which provides a standardized approach to assessing various factors that contribute to overall risk. Next slide. These are the table of contents, and these are the topics that we are going to cover in our presentation. Next. Now let's explore the significant benefits of using this tool. First and foremost, it provides a structured and consistent approach to risk assessment. This consistency is crucial when dealing with multiple projects or teams within an organization. Secondly, the calculator offers a quantitative output. Instead of relying on subjective judgments, we get numerical scores that can be easily compared and prioritized. Another key advantage is its flexibility. The OWASP risk calculator can be customized to fit the specific needs and context of different organizations. This adaptability ensures that the risk assessment remains relevant and accurate across various industries and scenarios. Lastly, it serves as an excellent communication tool. The clear numerical results makes it easier to convey the severity of risk to stakeholders, including management and non-technical team members. Next slide. While the OWASP risk calculator is a valuable tool, it's important to be aware of its limitations and challenges. One of the primary drawbacks is the potential for subjectivity in input. Despite the calculator's quantitative output, the initial scoring of factors relies on human judgment, which can introduce bias or inconsistency. Different individuals might score the same factor differently based on their perspectives and experiences. The calculator also doesn't account for all possible scenarios or emerging threats. Cybersecurity is a rapidly evolving field, and new types of attacks or vulnerabilities may not be adequately represented in the current model. Keeping the tool and its underlying data up to date requires ongoing effort and vigilance. Conducting a thorough risk assessment using this tool can be time consuming and resource intensive. Companies need to invest significant effort in gathering accurate data and performing detailed analysis, which might not always be feasible. Next, my team member Nyanda will take over.
So let's look at what OWASP rating methodology is. So it is basically designed to help security professionals assess and prioritize risk associated with system vulnerabilities. Identifying vulnerabilities is very crucial, but understanding the associated business risk is equally important. So by following this methodology, we can estimate the severity of risk and make informed decisions on how to address them. So this methodology states that risk is equal to likelihood and multiplied by impact. So let's look at the key steps in following this methodology. Next slide, please. So first thing that you need to do is gather information about the threat, the attack, the vulnerability, and the business impact. So while doing that, there are multiple factors that you need to take into account. So first is the threat agent factors. It consists of a skill level, that is, how technically skilled is this threat. Then motive, how motivated is this group to find and exploit the vulnerability. Then opportunity. What resources are required for this threat to find and exploit this vulnerability? And size. How large is this uh, group of threat agents? Next slide, please. The next factor is the vulnerability factor. It consists of ease of discovery, that is, how easy it is for the group to discover the vulnerability. Then ease of exploit. How is it for them to actually exploit this vulnerability? Awareness. How well known is this vulnerability to this group of threat agents? And lastly, intrusion detection. That is, how likely is an exploit to be detected? So these two factors account to estimating likelihood. So let's look at the next slide. So the next is technical impact factors. So it consists of loss of confidentiality, which is how much data could be disclosed and how sensitive is it. Then loss of integrity, how much data could be corrupted and how damaged will it be. Then loss of availability, how much service could be lost and how vital is it. And loss of accountability, are the threat agents actions traceable to an individual? Then next slide, please. So the last factor is the business impact factor. So it consists of financial damage. That is how much financial damage will result from this exploit. Then reputational damage. Would this exploit result in reputational damage that would harm the business? Then non-compliance. How much exposure does non-compliance introduce? And privacy violation. How much personally identifiable information could be disclosed? So business impact factors and technical impact factors results in estimating the impacts. So combining likelihood and impact estimates the overall severity of the risk, and the severity is categorized as low, medium, or high. So now Divya will give you the live demonstration of our project so that you can understand how this methodology actually works. Over to you, Divya.
Okay, so thank you so much for the detailed description about each factor. Yeah, so by now you probably have a good understanding of the OWASP project. This video is specifically created for those of you in the security field already. Imagine this scenario. Your organization's application is at risk. As a security engineer or security analyst, it's crucial to determine if some of the vulnerabilities you encounter can be dismissed as false positive or if they pose a real threat based on their OWASP score. How do you So here I'm excited to introduce you to the OWASP risk calculator. This is a handy tool will help you to assess the risk associated with your application. Right now, it's not deployed on the cloud yet, so I'll be demonstrating it using my local interface. Okay, so here we go. All right, so this is the UI of our OAS risk calculator. Uh, all right, so the key features are, first one is user-friendly interface, as you can see. The application features a clean and intuitive interface. It is divided into 4 main scenarios. Then users can select values from the drop-down menus to input different factors affecting your security. So these are the security factors, well-known security factors, I can say, and we can get the score and the severity, whether it is low, high, or medium. And the graph is also, graph will change according to the severity. Second key feature is real-time risk calculation. The risk scores are calculated in real time as users input different parameters, as I already showed. The likelihood and impact scores are displayed using color-coded buttons, provided a clear visual indication of the risk levels. The third factor, the third feature would be visualization. A bar chart visualizes scores for different factors such as threat agent, vulnerability factor, technical impact, and business impact, making it easier to understand and compare the risk levels. This visualization helps in quickly identifying areas that require immediate attention. All right. So the technical details for this project would be it is built using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript with Bootstrap for styling and responsiveness. Chart.js is used for creating a bar chart visualization, and the calc score function dynamically calculates the scores based on user inputs and updates the chart and scores button accordingly. So this was the demonstration, indeed live demonstration about our project OWASP risk calculator. Now my teammate would continue with the presentation. Over to you.
Thank you, Divya. This was such an informative demo. Yeah. So, to wrap it up, the OWASP Risk Calculator is a valuable tool for quantifying and prioritizing security risk in web applications. It offers benefits like consistent risk evaluation, quantitative outputs, and improved stakeholder communication. However, it's also important to remember its limitations, such as potential subjectivity in scoring and the need for regular updates. The calculator should be a part of broader security strategy and not a standalone solution. So when used correctly with proper training and consistent application, it can significantly enhance an organization's security posture and decision-making process and risk management. Next slide. In our final remarks, we reflect on what we would do differently. Firstly, we would ensure more comprehensive training for users to minimize the subjectivity in scoring. Secondly, we would integrate regular updates to the calculator to account for emerging threats. Lastly, we would combine the calculator's result with expert analysis to provide a more holistic view of risks. That was all, guys. Thank you so much for listening to our video, and I hope you have learned a lot from this video.